There is a war going on inside my body, and I am a warrior. You have to look closely to see my scars.
Many times in our society, we don't talk about the things that trouble us or what we see as going through a bad time or a weak time or having trauma. We tend to keep it inside, or we just talk about it with our very closest people. And as a result, you don't really get to process it.
But letting things out and getting help from others is key, says Bonnie, which is why she has connected with 5 other women to share about the deepest, darkest challenges they've faced.
I was scared but intrigued to take part in this because Bonnie had said that we would be writing our own monologues.
Bonnie has weaved these monologues together into a play about healing. But she wasn't always in a state where she could devote her time to the things that she's passionate about.
I spent a lot of time going in and out of hospital and things like that, and I had to stop working. I had to stop doing my art, and I kind of went into a pretty dark place of, you know, from thriving to just trying to survive in the day-to-day. And as a result of that, I made some decisions that I wouldn't have normally made had I been healthy, and I ended up in a very abusive relationship.
Having been in this dark place has allowed Bonnie to connect with the other women involved. Although their challenges have been different, they've experienced many of the same feelings.
That somehow running away to the furthest point on earth would mend my relationship with my family and culture, as if the old roots were not the foundation of the new.
We all come from different backgrounds, some of us from different countries, speaking different languages, yet we've all grown close and realized that underneath we've all shared a lot of the same issues and the same growing.
There is a quote that says, "We all struggle from different places, yet our struggle remains the same." And that is a really appropriate quote for this play.
And participating in this play has been a very healing process for the women involved.
I didn't care who hurt me! I think anytime you share anything that's been painful or traumatic in your past with other people, I think that's healing. It certainly is for me.
Healing is an ongoing process, and I'm always working to heal different aspects.
Help me. Embrace me out of this coldness. How can I truly be well?
Healing is really about being vulnerable and truthful about who we are at every moment. And I think saying these last words in public, you know, will show to me that it doesn't matter. I'm accepted because I accept myself, and I belong because I choose to belong.
Something like Raven? Healing is truth. Healing is community.
The proceeds of the play are being donated to the Haven Society, an organization that provides support to women and families affected by abuse.
In Nanaimo in general, at Haven Society, we service almost 4,000 people a year in Nanaimo. So if you want to picture that, if you think of the Frank Crane Arena and all of that seating, if you picture that completely full, including the lobby and people spilling out into the parking lot, that's how many people Haven serves a year.
The most profound way that Haven helped me was when I walked into that first intake meeting with a counselor and I told her my story, and she said, "It's not your fault." And I said, I know. And she said, "No, it's not your fault."
And although healing is a very personal and individual journey, all of the women emphasize the importance of connecting with others and sharing from an honest place.
I think that feeling of shame is common to many people, women and men both. And really it wasn't until I forgave myself that I started to grow and move forward, and my life began to change.
Someday be a cure.
For the women at Kismet Theatre to be able to come together and to share their stories in such a public way, to make it okay in such a public way, and to start that conversation is really important and really valuable.
In Nanaimo, I'm Fiona Shedden.
Always make me laugh. Was brought